You're traveling through another dimension. A dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. A journey into a wondrous land whose boundaries are those of imagination. Your next stop, the Twilight Zone.
There. How's that?
Keep the board straight, Jonesy.
Oh, what's the difference?
If it ain't straight, somebody steps up and boom, they fall right through. We got a broken leg.
Broken leg, broken neck, all the same.
Well, now, what if it's the Padre? He's gotta say his piece, don't he?
Yeah, I guess.
Keep working.
About ready for lunch?
Not yet.
Too hot to work this time of day.
Sheriff wants it done. You know that.
A man gets parched. Ought to have himself a little drink once in a while.
Cantina's not open yet.
That's 'cause everybody's taking a siesta. You know what a siesta is, don't you, deputy? That's when you lay down someplace, pull your hat over your eyes, and have yourself a little snooze. Good for what ails you. Does a man good, know what I mean?
Go get another 2x4.
No more left.
Then cut some.
Ain't got a saw.
Over by the wood pile.
I sure don't see it.
Front of the blacksmith's, Jonesy.
Yeah, well, maybe we better wait a while.
How's it coming, Ed?
Pretty soon now, Sheriff. Jonesy here's about ready to put up the crossbeam.
Maybe you better give him a hand.
He's doing all right by himself.
Jonesy,
Yeah,
you remember what I told you?
what's that?
About that business the other night. Drunk and disorderly. I'm giving you a chance, Jonesy. Either that, or I fine you.
Right. Don't worry, Sheriff. I'm working it off.
See that you do. Ed,
Yes, sir.
call me when the scaffold's in place. Then we'll test the trap.
Mighty big rush for one lousy Mexican.
You heard me. I want it finished. I may not like it very much, but that's the law. So let's get it over with.
I'm doing my best, Sheriff, but I only got 2 hands. Maybe you should hire some extra help.
Nobody in this town's gonna lift a finger. Too lazy, if you ask me.
They're not lazy, Ed. They just don't want to see one of their own swing. And I can't say as I blame them. You pitch in if you need to. The judge passed sentence. We don't have much choice.
Yes, sir. Get some more boards, Jonesy. Let's go.
I'm going.
There was once a village, built of crumbling clay and rotting wood, and it squatted ugly under a broiling sun, like a sick and mangy animal waiting to die. This village had a sickness shared by all its people. It was the germ of squalor, of hopelessness, of a loss of faith. But for the faithless, the hopeless, the misery-laden, there is always time, ample time, to engage in one of the favorite pursuits of men, to destroy themselves. In just a moment, a most unusual traveler will pay a visit to this village. He'll come riding down the dusty main street, not with bells and fanfare, but on a mule. It's not his first visit, and it won't be his last. But this time, he brings with him a gift that's for sale to the highest bidder. One already signed, sealed, and delivered in the Twilight Zone.
And now, The Twilight Zone and our story, Dust, starring Bill Smitrovich, with Stacy Keach as your narrator.
Catch!
Oh! Let's go, Mule. Keep it moving.
Who's that? It's the man. What man? He comes from the city with things to solve.
Children, come inside now. Right now.
That's right, Mule. Now you stop. Attention, ladies and gents. Come out and gather round. It's me, Peter Sykes, back from St. Louis, stocked with everything you need for kitchen and barn, and the dry throat and the swollen tongue. Now, where is everybody? Come on, come all! Is this a holiday? Nobody in the street. Well, will you look at that sign? Closed today because of funeral. I wonder whose funeral would that be? Let's have a look in the jail. Why, who's that in the window? Young Mr. Gallegos, if I'm not mistaken.
Get away from here.
What? No visitors allowed? Well, Mr. Gallegos, I would say you have no choice in the matter.
Leave me alone.
Ah, but today's a special day, isn't it? A very special day. Now, let's see. What might this special day be? A birthday? No. Wedding day? I don't think so. Wait, I remember now. Just this moment came back to me. Today is the day young Mr. Gallegos, killer of children, dangles at the end of a rope. 'Cause you're gonna get hanged from that gallows right over there. Hello, Jonesy. Deputy.
Sykes.
I have something for you, Jonesy, in my saddlebags.
Yeah? What's that?
Good whiskey from St. Louis. 85 cents a quart.
Not around here. Sheriff wouldn't like it.
How about you, Deputy? I got postcards. Wonderful postcards on this trip. French dancing girls in their native costumes.
Later, Sykes. We're going inside.
Well, if you're not buying, maybe the sheriff is.
We got it finished, Sheriff. Now all we gotta do is test it.
All right, boys. Sykes, what are you doing here?
Well, Sheriff Koch, a little bit of this, some of that. What'll be your fancy this fine day?
What do I fancy? I'll tell you what I fancy, Sykes. I'd like you to take your fat carcass and your loud mouth out of my office. This is a small room and it's already full of hot air.
Don't need any more rope, do you? Hey, Gallegos, what about you?
Leave 'em be,
How about a nice hacksaw to cut those bars?
Sykes.
You gotta see the fancy 5-strand hemp I sold this town for your necktie party, Gallegos. It can lift 5 people. Any more at home like you?
Look, I told you. Go peddle your wares someplace else.
Well, well. Look at him sitting there in the dark. You better go back to the window, Gallegos. There's gonna be a funeral procession down that street. They'll be burying the little girl you mangled under your wagon. Yeah, you're sobered up now, huh? But you remember the little girl, don't you? You got stinking drunk and you raced your wagon down that street. And what you did to that poor little girl?
I said, leave me alone.
Oh, Gallegos, not yet. You'll have plenty of room to move around in a while. You'll be able to kick and kick and kick.
Outside.
You want me to throw him out, Sheriff?
Don't bother. He knows the way.
You gotta take a drink of this, Sheriff. It's a good tonic. Put a little gristle in your arm. Just the thing to set you up for a hanging. Yes, sir, makes you strong and firm. Here, feel my muscle.
I don't touch dog meat, Sykes.
You talk big behind a badge, Koch.
It just sounds big to you, Sykes. Because you got a little brain. You make noises like a mountain lion when you're safe in a hole, but out in the open, you're a yellow dog who barks at the moon.
Sure, Sheriff, if you say so. You know, I always had a little question about you. Seems you got a thing for foreigners and strays, but you're mighty tight-lipped when it comes to your own kind.
You're not my kind, Sykes. So don't claim any kinship. As for that boy in there, he had his trial, and today he's gonna swing for it. But there's nothing in his sentence that says he's gotta be tormented by a pig who sells trinkets at funerals. Now go on. Get out of my sight.
One question. When this day is over, Koch, which one will you weep for?
I've got enough tears for both.
Here comes the funeral procession.
Already?
Look at 'em out there. All those people following Mr. and Mrs. Canfield.
Oh, Lord. The coffin on that wagon sure is little.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Mr. and Mrs. Canfield, that you?
Shut up, Sykes.
I just want you to know I'm real sorry about what happened. My condolences to you.
Thank you.
But this afternoon is going to be a lot more cheery. Yes, sir, we're going to string up the dirty little animal that done this. She'll be avenged. You can set your mind to rest on that score. We'll string up that mangler of little children if it's the last thing we do.
Leave us alone, please.
Come along, Dora.
Let him go.
I was just paying my respects.
Some other time, Sykes. Some other time you can act like a man with no brains. But not now. Now you keep quiet.
Sheriff?
Hello, Sheriff Koch.
Mr. Gallegos? Estrelita?
Now look at that, will ya? Ain't that the most gall you ever seen in one place? Gallegos' old man shows his face in town, in broad daylight, and during the funeral procession, too. Somebody ought to take a horse rip to that...
Hurry, child. Run ahead, as I told you.
But, Grandfather...
Go, my child. Now.
Senor Canfield?
What is it?
My grandfather wishes me to tell you that his heart is broken.
Go on, Estrelita. Say what I told you.
That if he could... That if he could give...
Tell him his own life. His own life in return. Tell him, please, his own life in return, Estrelita.
Oh, please, not now.
Leave us.
If he could give his own life in return, he would. He would do so with great willingness. He understands.
Mr. Canfield, if I may, I understand what it is like to lose one's flesh. I understand, and I am sad for you.
Get out of our way, both of you.
Please, I ask you, please don't have any malice for my son Luis. He did not do it on purpose, and he is sick in his mind and in his heart because of it.
I said get out of my way.
Senora, por favor, I am on my knees. Please do not let them kill my son. He will spend the rest of his life, and I mine, in your service. Anything you wish, but please, please, do not let them do this.
Can't you see that we're burying our daughter today?
Come, Grandfather.
Yes. Give me your hand.
Look at it. Look at it.
What's he doing here?
He should hide his face in shame.
Should get out of town is what he should do.
Oh, please, my son did not mean to do it. He is a lover of children, as you all are. He loves all the little children.
Why don't you go back where you came from?
Take this!
Oh,
Grandfather, you are bleeding.
it is nothing. Nothing.
Good aim, Harvey!
Stand back, all of you. The next man who throws a rock or anything else will answer to me. You understand?
Padre, por favor, váyase a la casa. No sé, le necesita aquí.
What's he saying? He's not needed here? Is that what you told this old man of yours, Gallegos?
Father, take Estrelita home. They will hurt you if you stay here.
My son, there is one chance.
Go home now.
Luis, look. My lucky coin. It is said that one can make a wish on it. Any wish. I have saved it for years.
Go home, old man. Make your prayers. Make your wishes. But Luis is right. You can do nothing here.
Mr. Sheriff, have you never been drunk?
What?
Have you never felt such misery that you found salvation only in a bottle? Never felt pain? Such pain that you had to ride through the night and never look back?
Mr. Gallegos.
My son was hungry, and he felt such a pain, and he drank too much, and he rode down the street, not looking, not seeing. He had a sadness deep inside, sadness that there was not enough to eat, sadness that he had no work, sadness that the earth all around him was growing barren in the sun. He did not see the little girl. He never saw her for an instant. I swear to you, he did not.
It's best that you go home now.
Come, Grandfather.
That goes for the rest of you. Come on inside, Ed. You too, Jonesy. You've seen enough misery for a while.
Little girl, wait.
What?
Stay a minute. Come over here. That's right. I won't hurt you.
Wait for me, Grandfather.
You tell him something for me.
Tell him what?
You tell him I want to help him. Understand? Tell him his coin is no good, worthless. But I have a magic dust.
You do?
It turns hate to love, but it is very, very precious. Very expensive, comprende? Now you tell him to bring 100 pesos to my room in 1 hour, and I will sell him the magic dust that makes people love and forgive. You understand? Huh? You tell the old man. Now you go.
All right.
Magic dust. Now where is it? Oh yes, right down there. On the ground. I'll scrape up a handful. Now let's see. That should be just about 100 pesos worth of genuine magic dust.
Come, Grandfather. You must rest.
No, I cannot. I must save Luis.
There's Gallegos.
He's been to town.
Did you bring Luis?
We must help him.
Pedro, what did they do to you?
Nothing. They did nothing to me.
What of your boy? Did you see Luis?
See, I saw him.
When is he coming home? The sheriff, will he spare him?
The sheriff can do nothing.
But he is a good man.
The town is full of hate. They want to see death today. Blood for blood. Even a river of it will not be enough.
Oh, my friend. We are so sorry.
Come inside. We will pray with you.
No, there is no time.
It will be soon.
Soon. But there is a way to change their hearts.
A way?
I must first pay a fee.
How much?
100 pesos.
Ay! Where can we get 100 pesos?
My horse is worth 50.
Estrellita,
Yes?
run to my house. Tell my wife to bring the money she has saved, all of it.
I will tell her.
Manuel, get my horse.
Oh, you needed to plow the fields.
There are no crops because there is no water. You need your son.
Gracias. I will pay you back every peso.
Go and tell the others. Bring their coins and their rings. We must save Luis.
Ed,
Yeah, Sheriff.
you seen Jonesy?
He's down at the blacksmith's.
Go get him.
Is it time?
It will be, soon enough. Put the rope up and tie the sandbags, and make sure that trap works.
Yes, sir.
Luis,
What?
want something to eat?
No.
I can get something for you at the cantina. Just name it.
No, thank you, Sheriff. Why waste good food?
You smoke, Luis?
Sometimes.
Got a new pouch of tobacco here. I'll roll you one if you like.
Gracias.
Here, I lit it for you.
There should be a lot of people today, eh?
When was it God made people? Was it on the 6th day? Sometimes I think he should have stopped on the 5th.
It's not their fault.
No?
They're tired of hating this place. The sun, the ground that is dead under their feet. So they must find something else to hate.
Maybe. Or maybe it's just in them.
God didn't make people to hate for no reason.
Didn't he?
Here they come. I can see them from here.
Sorry bunch. More than show up at church.
They want the big show. Here I am, the one you came to see.
You murderer! Look at him!
Get away from the window. You just rile them up.
Oh, there.
Slowly, Tom, please.
Come on, kids. You're gonna see something real special today.
Yes, Daddy. Well, where is it? Me first.
Let's go. Don't want to miss it, do you?
Rogers.
Oh, hi there, Sheriff.
You had to bring them, didn't you?
What do you mean?
You know this isn't a carnival, Rogers. It's a hanging.
What, the kids? Well, they ain't never seen one before. I figured it was about time.
Yeah, I'll bet you did. Just one thing.
What's that?
Mind telling me why?
Why not? They'll learn a lesson. They'll see what happens to drunks who kill kids.
I guess that's pretty important to you.
Darn right it is. Have to teach them. You want them to learn.
You teach them a lot of things, don't you, Rogers?
What's that?
How do you teach them pain? Shoot one of them in the arm?
All right, you kids, stay together. Come along, May. I'll tie up the horses.
Is that the man?
What man?
In the window with the bars. Is that the man they're gonna put the rope on?
See, little one, I am the man.
Will it hurt when they put a rope around his neck?
If God wills it.
Tom Jr., get away from there.
Run along now, kids. Your dad's waiting for you.
You gotta do that all day, Wayne?
Be finished pretty soon.
I'm trying to catch my siesta. Ain't got but another hour.
Go sleep someplace else.
Ain't no place that's out of the sun except in this barn. No place to lay down, anyways.
Well, this ain't a hotel. I got my blacksmithing to do.
What's that you're working on?
Leg cuffs for the sheriff?
He asked you for 'em?
No, but he's gonna need them when they walk that boy to the rope.
Jonesy,
Oh, what you want now?
let's go.
Time already?
Sheriff says we gotta test the rig.
Right now?
Right now.
Here you go.
What's this?
Sheriff Koch's leg irons for the wetback.
Well, thank you, Wayne.
How do, ladies and gents? Let's see. Who wants a souvenir to mark the occasion? I got hair ribbons for the ladies, cigars for the men, and candy for the little ones. Come one, come all. Peter Sykes, back from St. Louis with a bag full of tricks.
Sykes.
Well, hello, Sheriff Koch. Beautiful day, wouldn't you say? Not a cloud in the sky.
I thought I told you. I got no use for you in this town, Sykes.
So you did, Sheriff, so you did. But a lot of these folks do. Seeing as how this is a special day and all, you wouldn't stop a man from making a living, would you?
There's honest ways to do it, but that's not your style, is it?
Now see here.
So how much junk have you sold today, Sykes?
Well, I just got started.
Then it wouldn't cut into your business none if I were to run you off.
Sure it would. The crowd's filling up. I ain't had a chance to ply my trade.
What trade is that? Circling the town like a vulture, waiting to feed off the dead?
I don't rob and I don't cheat. Everybody gets what they pay for.
Well, seeing as nobody's paid you yet, why don't you just crawl back where you belong?
Hey! You may live to regret that, Koch. There's an election coming up, and when folks see the way you push people around...
There's a heaven coming too, Sykes, and a hell. I only hope I don't have to see you in either one. Now get the hell out of here.
We'll just see about that.
What was that all about?
Nothing.
Old Sykes. He's a character, all right. Him and his whiskey and his way with cards.
Get the rope. We need to test the rig.
Yes, sir, Mr. Koch.
And tie it right. Make sure it'll break his neck clean. Not leave him to choke to death.
Quickly, where is Senor Sykes?
Sykes? He's gone.
What?
Must have rode on out of town.
But I have business with him. Very important business.
Take it easy, old man. The hanging isn't even started yet.
The hanging?
We'll be in a minute, though. They're just now trying the gallows to be sure it works.
No, not yet. Por favor, not yet.
Ready, Sheriff.
All right. Go ahead.
Got hold of the rope, Jonesy?
I got it.
Then let her rip.
Get ready, Louise. It's about that time.
I'm ready, Sheriff.
I suppose I should put these on you.
You think I will run?
No, I don't. Not really. No place to run to. That crowd out there, some of them would just like to tear you apart.
And I would like to walk like a man, not like an animal in chains.
You know, I'd like to see that too. I believe you. You won't need these leg cuffs. Come on, son.
Oh, there he is. Dirty little killer.
Well, this is what we came to see.
He looks awful young.
So was the girl he run down.
I don't know if I want to see this.
I do, come on.
He is not a killer. He is my son.
Yeah. Sure, old man.
Go on home.
No.
Hey, Gallegos,
What?
you looking for me?
Oh, Senor Sykes.
Come over here, behind the building. Now then, the little girl told you?
See, she told me. She said that you have a dust that will save my son. A dust with magic properties.
That's the idea, old man. A little bit of this sprinkled over the heads of the crowd and you'll see some real magic.
You mean that small bag? Does it not contain tobacco?
Oh no, not this pouch. You'll see. It'll stop them from hating your son. Make them feel sympathy for him. Then, who knows? Maybe they'll even let him go.
This is a very big magic.
Did you get the money, old man?
See.
You have it with you?
Here, in my handkerchief, just as you said.
Gold pieces. Where'd you get them?
All my friends went into the city. One sold a wagon, another sold a horse. Some borrowed. We got many pesos and we converted them.
Let me see.
It will work, Mr. Sykes. The magic dust. It will work.
Yes, I guarantee it.
Then you are a strange man. You sold the rope to hang my son. And now you sell me that which will save him.
I'm a businessman, Mr. Gallegos. I sell that which is needed. I make no distinctions. It's called equality. Now this will work. Like I told you, it's big magic. All you have to do is give me the coins.
And the dust?
Here.
Luis, my son, I am coming.
Just throw some into the air over their heads, and then watch what happens. That's right. Just watch.
is my shepherd. I shall not want.
You don't have to say anything, Father. I never went to church.
There is still time, my son.
I can't change now.
You were raised a Catholic, weren't you?
We never had much time for that.
Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for the Lord is with me. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever.
Now, Sheriff.
All right, Ed. Put the noose around his neck.
Amen.
Stand down, Padre.
No! Not yet! I have the dust!
Come with me, eh, Pedro?
You must pay heed now! You must pay heed to the magic!
What's that old coot talking about?
Jonesy, leave him be.
Big magic! You must pay heed!
What kind of magic? What's he got in the bag?
See, I throw it over your heads! In the air, all of you! It is only for love. It is for compassion. The magic is so that my son can live as you would want yours to live. Magic. Magic. Magic.
Watch out, old man. You wouldn't want to trip and fall down.
Watch it.
I didn't do nothing, Sheriff.
Back off.
It is for love. The magic is for love.
Now.
Don't believe it. How could it break?
But it couldn't have.
Oh, darn it, Sykes. What kind of rope did you sell this time?
It was new rope. 5-strand hemp. Nobody could have broken it.
But it did. Right through all 5 strands. Come on, Luis.
What are you doing?
Helping him to stand up like a man.
A miracle. It is a miracle.
You setting him free? You can't do that, Koch.
What about it, Mr. Canfield? Mrs. Canfield?
You cannot defeat the magic.
You gotta hang him again.
There are only 2 people here who have the right to beg an eye for an eye. What about it, folks?
No more today, John. No more. I just can't take any more.
But he killed our child.
Yes, he did. And a part of himself when he did it. He's suffered enough.
You're sure?
There's been quite enough pain, John. Quite enough. It has to stop now, or we'll die ourselves.
Sheriff Koch?
Yes, Mr. Canfield?
There must be another hand in all this to make the rope break like that. Another hand, maybe the hand of Providence.
You want to stop it then?
Yes.
John,
What is it?
we leave it like this?
We leave it like this. One victim is enough. Dora,
One is too much.
I think we should all go home now.
Get up, Louise.
I'm free.
Are any of us free? But you can go home. You have that much freedom.
Yes, my son. Come.
It was magic. My father.
It was magic. Magic dust. We will go home now.
Ed,
Yeah?
tell him to open the cantina. I think I'd like a drink. You and Jonesy, too.
You don't have to ask me twice, Sheriff. Let's get moving.
It was new rope, I tell you. It was brand new rope. Bought and paid for. Ah, well. Another day, another dollar. Come on, mule. We'll find us another town from now on. I don't understand it. Why? How could it break like that? There was nothing in the old man's pouch except dust. Dust! And me? Well, at least I got me some shiny gold coins. That's what I've got. What are you kids looking at? Huh? Huh? What's the matter? Cat got your tongues? All right, it was magic. That's what you want to hear? Magic. Go on. Take 'em. They're yours. Take 'em. Take 'em!
It was a very small, misery-laden village on the day of a hanging, and of little historical consequence. And if there is any moral to it at all, let's just say that in any quest for magic, any attempt to understand sorcery, witchery, legerdemain, first, check the human heart. For inside that deepest of places is a wizardry that costs far more than a few pieces of gold. Tonight's case in point, offered without further comment in the Twilight Zone.